Since 1999, when LEGO launched their Star Wars theme, they have made countless sets based on shows, movies, and even extended universe content. But something that seems to be getting left out are the games. And why is that? Welcome to Bricks and Sticks. My name is Lachlan, and in today's video, I'm going to be answering that very question. But first, I'm going to need to give a little bit of backstory to both LEGO and Star Wars. Let's go back to February of 1999. LEGO has just released their first few Star Wars sets, all of which were based off things from the original trilogy. And as you might know, 1999 is also the year that Star Wars The Phantom Menace released. So of course, a few months after that first wave of Star Wars sets were released, LEGO started releasing some sets based off The Phantom Menace. A few years go by, Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith are released, and LEGO keeps making Star Wars sets. The theme is a great success. 2007 marks the first time LEGO made a set based off Legends material, with set 7664, the TIE Crawler. The very next year, 2008, also marked a significant milestone, being the first year LEGO created Star Wars sets based on the animated Clone Wars movie and show, which were both released within the same year. But something else released within that year, Star Wars The Force Unleashed. This was the first time ever LEGO created a set based off a video game. With that said though, only one single set was ever released from the Force Unleashed line. Nothing too major happened for a couple more years until 2012 rolled around. This year, LEGO released a new Planet subline, which is certainly not the most important thing about this year. 2012 is the year that LEGO created the second line of sets inspired from a video game. The game in question is none other than Star Wars The Old Republic. These sets were released to celebrate the launch of the game, which came out December of the previous year. At the time, this was one of the smallest celebratory launches LEGO would ever do, with only 2 sets actually releasing in 2012. 2 more released the following year in 2013, and a single polybag of Darth Revan in 2014. Since then, the closest LEGO has come to making another Old Republic set is with the Darth Malak minifigure released in the 2024's R2-D2 set. So I guess LEGO kinda does make sets based on games. Now, I'm going to speed things up a bit so we can get back to the question at hand. Between the years of 2013 and 2024, Star Wars Episodes 7, 8, and 9 were released, along with the non-Skywalker saga films Solo and Rogue One. There were also around 12 canonical shows that were released, almost all of which received sets. Between 1999 and 2024, around 82 video games were released under the Star Wars IP. And it makes sense that not every single one received a set to go along with it, especially with games such as Star Wars Jar Jar's Journey, Connect Star Wars, and of course we can't forget the amazing Angry Birds Star Wars 2, which did get its own toy line, but that's not really important here. What is important though, is that 2005, 2006, 2007, 2011, 2016, and 2022 all saw releases of major LEGO Star Wars games, with many more minor games releasing throughout that time. So clearly LEGO does like the video game industry. Which begs the question once more, why won't LEGO make sets based on video games? Well, as I've already mentioned, LEGO did make a few sets from the Force Unleashed and Old Republic games. And with 2015 and 16 bringing 3 sets from, at the time, the new Star Wars Battlefront game, fans had a revitalized sense of optimism. Though 2017 came around, bringing with it Star Wars Battlefront 2, but no new game sets. 2018 came and went without any either, though a tiny bit of hope was renewed when in 2019, LEGO released a singular set from Battlefront 2's campaign. Late 2019 also brought with it Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a game that had everything going for it, except of course, LEGO sets. Now that we're back into more recent times, I think it's a good place to slow down the pacing a bit and also ask you to press the like and subscribe buttons. Research for this video has taken quite a lot longer than any of my others. Anyway, where was I? That's right! Back in 2022, the website/company Brickset held an interview with the designers of the at the time new Razor Crest playset, Yen and Michael. During this interview, questions about the possibility of Jedi Fallen Order sets came about, but both the designers very quickly shut down any speculation, saying that the game was, quote, too violent and too unpredictable for setting an age rating. This was begrudgingly accepted by fans of the game until early 2022 when an image of a blue BD droid surfaced, sending fans into speculation. Unfortunately, within a mere matter of days, LEGO disproved these theories by unveiling set 75325, The Mandalorians and One Starfighter, which was released on June 1st, 2022. Fans, including myself, were really disappointed. And already since the launch of the game, custom companies had been creating many sets based off it, most of which were the main ship, the Mantis. Though the fact that LEGO had created a mold for a BD droid brought a new hope to the fans of the game. Then suddenly, and without any warning, a blurry image of a BD-1 buildable figure leaked online. Then a couple of days later, LEGO released the official images. This was of course an amazing sign, and potentially the start of a Star Wars Jedi line. But then things fell quiet. Even though LEGO had created the BD droid mold, and even BD-1 himself, it seemed like they weren't going to do anything else with him. But still, there was hope, as the sequel game, Jedi Survivor, was due to release the following year in 2023. Like Fallen Order though, the game launched and there wasn't a new set to be seen. Then came 2024, the 25th year of LEGO Star Wars. With this celebration, LEGO had announced that they would be releasing 6 exclusive minifigures across 6 different sets. That 6 went on to be 7, but nevertheless, LEGO said that they chose the characters they did because otherwise, they probably would never be made. The first 3 of these figures were revealed pretty early on, being ARC Trooper 5's Saw Gerrera and the aforementioned Darth Malak. This was crushing news for fans of the Old Republic game. As time went by, more of these 25th anniversary figures were announced, including Cal Kestis. With both Cal and Darth Malak being included within this minifigure lineup, it became obvious that LEGO wasn't planning on making any more sets for Star Wars games anytime soon. Which once more brings us to the question, why? In short, there are 2 main reasons. Firstly is the violence of games compared to the movies. And I would have to agree on that fact, that there is overall more violence in the games, but what is shown, it's not any worse than the movies. Then again, LEGO did say that they wouldn't make any sets based on Order 66 because it was too violent, but here we are in 2025 with a couple of sets that are impossible to argue against them being from Order 66. Secondly, as LEGO designers Yen and Michael put it, games can be quite unpredictable. Sure, like the shows and movies, there are storylines that are followed, but since what occurs isn't a fixed set of events, they're controlled by the player, the game could have a higher or lower rating. Though there is always hope. If there is enough push, LEGO will surely put something out. Fans demanded for a Fallen Order set, and even after LEGO said no, fans kept persisting, and we eventually got one. Then fans demanded a Cal Kestis minifigure, and LEGO found a way to make one. And may I remind you about the 501st Battle Pack situation? But really, only time will tell. If you found this video entertaining, informative, or anything in between, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you haven't seen my BD-1 set review from last week, be sure to check it out. There will be a link to it in the description as well as on the end screen. Thank you for watching, take care, and talk soon.